NFL draft is tomorrow, so this is the eve of the draft. And I saw this. I thought this was interesting for us to kind of chew up a little bit, discuss. Here's the first tweet from Jay Glazer, Fox Sports. By the way, I also think teams are outsmarting themselves on Bijan Robinson. He's top 5 on many boards, but they also have that you don't take a running back high, you get great value, get value later. If he's top 5, trust your board. Okay, so that's from Jay Glazer. I butchered up half of what he said. But the bottom line is trust your board, draft the talent. At running back or not, no matter what the thoughts are. Then Sam Monson from Pro Football Focus, I don't think that's overthinking. It's just thinking about appropriately. He's better than other players in abstract terms, but how much better versus the value of others determines where you draft him. That's the calculation you need to make. And then finally this from Honest NFL. It's not a coincidence that most efficient and explosive rushing teams manufacture the yardage in ways that are running back agnostic. Running back 1, 10th overall may increase that by a small margin, but wide receiver 10 or tight end 4 in the third round would create even more space to exploit and blow the doors off.
Yeah, maybe so. I think when it comes to a guy like Bijan Robinson, who is head and shoulders above every other player in the class, and that's no knock to like Jahmyr Gibbs or Devin A. Chain, who are also good running backs and could have long NFL careers. Bijan's just a bit of a unique player. I do think, though, that the value conversation comes into what is the value right now. So for a team like the Cowboys, who that is a definite position of need in a time in the NFC that they haven't seen in a long time, where they've got the longest tenured quarterback, Aaron Rodgers is like all these things. Tom Brady's not there anymore. There's all these great things going on in the NFC around the Cowboys that they need to capitalize on. So it would not be foolish of them to spend a first-round pick on a running back. Now, they're not going to be in the top 10. They're not going to trade into the top 10. But for them, it would make sense if, say, they were. It worked out for them. Look, even though Zeke, didn't pan out through parts of the second contract, drafting him when they did helped them turn into what they've become. So it was worth it for them for the time that they did it. He became not worth it in the last season and a half, really. So, yeah, I agree with Jay Glazer's first thing. It's like, look, it depends on who it's worth it to. Now, is drafting Bijan Robinson worth it to a team like the Cardinals, who are bad? Like, by the time his contract's over, are they going to be good enough to where it really helps them? Probably not. Are the Texans, is it worth it to the Texans, even though they've got some running backs on their roster, to spend one of their high picks on Bijan Robinson? No, probably not. But to other teams in other positions, like, for example, the Eagles are in the top 10. They're just playing in the Super Bowl. It may not be a bad idea for them to have a young player to pair with Jalen Hurts for the next couple of years that could really take them over the top. So that's where, to me, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot more insight than what Paul said, really. I mean, it's up to the individual. I mean, really how you want to view it. I mean, clearly just that alone, 3 tweets, everybody's got a slightly different or, altering opinion. So, I think if you polled everybody, you'd probably get a pretty distinct split of those who think that Bijan's a difference maker and a different type of player than just your average top 10 talented running back, and those who feel like Bijan or whoever is, it's not worth it. So, yeah, I mean, I think it depends a lot on the team that you have. It depends a lot on your picks. It depends a lot on a lot of different factors. It's not just so simple as is Bijan Robinson top 10 worthy or not. I mean, what's worthy mean? Is he top 10 worthy for your specific team, or is he just top 10 worthy in general? We could, run in circles arguing that, but that would be pointless. We'll see tomorrow night. That's what I look forward to, is we'll see tomorrow night. I've heard enough about Bijan. I like Bijan. Bijan is a great dude based on my own experience, which is very limited, and based on the experience of others that I know, and based on the experience of others that have a good amount of time around him. I've never heard a bad word about him. I wish him the best. And I think he's going to be a great pro. But at this point, now I just want to see where he's going. I want to stop hearing about Philadelphia mock drafts and could the Cowboys get him. And, that's all been fun. I know we're going to speculate some more a little bit later on. But he in particular is like the whatever I hit in the algorithm, I can't avoid speculation surrounding him for the 4th week in a row now. So I look forward to seeing the articles about like where he actually is, and then we can go from there, because isn't him going to the Eagles a lot different than him going
to San Diego?
Or
LA Chargers, excuse me.
LA or to Houston. I mean, I know he's not going, but you know what I mean? Like there's a difference in not all those teams are the exact same situations that are picking up near the top part of the draft. So yeah, him going to Philadelphia is a bit different than him going to a bunch of those other teams in that same range. So yeah, he'd be great for the Eagles. He'll be great for whoever, but I do think it depends on the situation of the team that we're talking about specifically, not just some generalized take. You know, I don't think that's it.
Well, no, and Philadelphia with that 10th pick, they didn't have to have a star running back. Sanders is good, but he's not a star. He's good, right? And they had Boston Scott, among others, Gainwell, whatever.
Gainwell, yeah.
Yeah. From Juan M. on